Do you want to talk about that Joe Rogan?
Yeah, we could talk about this.
Okay,
It was a guy who went to Joe Rogan show. I don't know which one was it.
so his name is Mark the Undertaker. Undertaker is his call name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but his real name is Mark Calaway.
And he's a beef. We can say that. He's a big grown man, and he had an injury on his how do you call it? Supra.
Supraspinatus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he went to the doctor because he didn't know at the time what was the injury. And it's a renowned doctor in the U.S. And he went there. And the doctor saw his case, and he was like, "Can you just move like this? It's called an abduction." So just to see what's up, because the doctor saw the MRI of the damage, and the guy just went like this. The doctor said,
He goes, there's no reasonable explanation why you're able to do that.
so the doctor was saying, "Oh my God, it's crazy that you can do this movement because you're supra. How do you call? I always forget.
Supraspinatus.
Supraspinatus, yeah, was like completely broken in half, and normally you could not do this movement, but the guy was such a beast that other muscle was taking care of this movement, and the doctor said, I don't know what I can do for you," and he tried an operation on him. It worked for a bit, and after that he went for another operation, and he took the tendon of the infraspinatus and tied it to the other muscle just to structure to fix the problem. And I think it didn't work also. Is that right? It's the only thing
I
can
think that
remember.
one worked. I think
It
it
worked?
worked.
Oh, I was not sure.
Yeah.
And we were
So
talking,
the
we were talking about this case, and we were like, "Oh my God,
yeah
that's for real. That's crazy." Because normally you don't have much thing to do with a broken F supraspinatus, and
yeah
the guy was still able to move like this. That's the thing that surprised me the most, because
okay
normally
yeah
people would be so weak. Not pain, because the muscle is just in half, so there's no
yeah.
sensory pain and stuff like this. But normally the person would be so weak, and the guy was just able to go full
Mm.
movement without
That's
problem.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy because I think, did we mention that Mark, that guy is a professional WWE
catcher,
wrestler?
wrestler. Yeah,
He's a wrestler,
yeah.
and the way the supraspinatus is a muscle that's part of the rotator cuffs. So
Mm-hmm.
the shoulder muscles, the one that envelopes your whole shoulder. There are a couple of them, four muscles, I think.
Yeah.
So it's one of those muscles, and the way he completely tore it apart was he was holding this guy like in a lock position, and then
Oh yeah.
he had to lift him up to do some kind of like weird funky trick that wrestlers do. So he had to lift, but the guy was like 350 pounds or something like that. It was a huge guy that he had to lift. And the supraspinatus, as we know, takes care of the first few degrees of abduction.
Yeah.
So by doing that, slack, it cut
He
off,
ripped. Yeah.
and he continued to wrestle.
After the
He
I don't remember
continued.
that part. He
He
continued.
didn't care.
Wow.
No, that guy is a beast.
He's a beast.
He went to the doctor after that. He's like, "Doc, can I have a corticosteroid injection?" And it numbed the pain for like 2 days,
Yeah.
which normally it's supposed to last like a month or two,
Yeah.
but it only lasted a few days. And then he went to see that doc, the famous doctor,
Yeah.
who was able to reconstruct, slide the other muscle,
Yeah,
like you said.
under it, and put the tendon here and just fix it with this, and That's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's tough. Wow.
And now he's doing well. I think he could not do wrestling anymore because if he was still doing the same tricks as you said, he would just broke it again, and that would not be a good thing for him.
No,
Now
no,
he would not be able to do this. I cannot believe.
No.
I cannot believe.
And there was another segment of the GRE podcast right after that. He had multiple conditions, multiple injuries, and one of them, he was playing. He was working, I should say, with this other wrestler. He was kind of new in the industry, and then you know how sometimes they bounce off the ropes, and then they run, like he'll like throw the guy, he'll bounce off the ring, and then as he comes back, he'll like do a move like to
how does it called? I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And he received the guy's fist right in the face next to his eye.
Ouch.
And it turns out after having an x-ray, his orbital lobe, the bone here, was broken.
Oh my
and
God.
He continued to play with that for a while. And then the bone just kept going deeper and deeper and deeper. And then the doc says, you like 80% of your orbital floor has gone.
80%.
And his optic nerve was like touching against pieces of sharp bone. Like he was this close to going blind.
Wow.
So now he has this giant like titanium kind of like bone replacement in his eye.
Wow. That's crazy because at first I didn't know it was that heavy because I don't watch wrestling. But I didn't know they were like doing these kind of tricks, or I don't know how to call them. It's crazy because the injury that's coming from this sport is not easy repairable lesion or fractures or
Exactly.
And that's only one guy. Imagine the other guys.
Imagine the others. He was lucky.
Yeah,
lucky. Like, and you know, back in the day, like he was pretty big in the 1990s, I think. And back in the day, there weren't any doctors like following them. So it was, and then if you got injured and you were not playing the next game, well, you were losing part of your rank, so you just went down, and you snooze, you lose, right? So you just had to keep the grind. So it was really tough for them.
Yeah, he did well.
Yeah.
I think.
What
I know.
Sport.
Yeah, a really insane sport. I got more respect for this sport now.
But imagine the trust you have to put in the person that you're working with.
Yeah.
Just imagine the trust you gotta put. Like the things they do with the bodies, you know, they can lift you up, and they can like fake drop you with your neck with your head hitting the ground like straight down. It's fake, but you come this close to like snapping your neck.
And that's another big problem.
Right. Yeah.
Because the spine is going right through it. Just remember.
Man, I can't even relax my neck. Like today in the lab, I couldn't even relax my neck while you were doing it.
Yeah, I was like moving his head just to touch one of his bone. Yeah. And it was so like tight tense in this muscle. Yeah, tense. And that was funny. Imagine doing this. I really trust you, but I would not do this with you.
No. Man, it's insane. The amount of respect now I have for those guys have just gone up a lot.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
So those people who say, "Oh, you just play a fake game," think about it twice.
It's maybe fake, but sometimes it goes really wrong, and it's kind of like it's cardio. Maybe it's acting, but it's acting with a little twist, a big twist, I would say.
Big twist.
Yeah.
Absolutely.